If we are live, just give me a moment, please, if you will. I don't have a song for you. I am, like, still running from before. I just woke up a few minutes ago, to be honest. Good. Are we good? We are good. Hello. Hi, welcome to the Friday broadcast on the Gonna Be Dead channel. I'm Gwen. We're playing Prey. I just woke up like, ooh, an hour ago. Maybe an hour and a half ago. And I had some food, ran to the store, got myself some beer because I promised you a rant today. Also, I needed gas in the car. Two things at the same place. So, you know, minimizing chances for horrible things to happen because you just go to one place. Statistically, you know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Hi, welcome to the program today. What a week it has been. You know, people are actually wearing their masks out there again, which is nice. Not gonna lie, I appreciate that. Not everybody, but more people again. Like I was going for a couple weeks there. I'd go out on my weekly sojourn, and I would be literally the only person that I talked to that day who was wearing a mask. Yes, I talked to myself. That should bloody well go without saying. Oh yes, we have the dance. But I've got like no bullets. No shotgun shells. But yeah, I set this up last night. I already listened to Alex's toast. I'm just wondering if oh, that's nice. Anyways. Okay, I did hear that white noise. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead. Where the hell did he go? He full on ran away. coward! You ran away! Oh, what a douche. Oh my god, it's 84 fucking degrees in here. Let me turn on the AC. Good god, man. You may wonder, why did you have it off, Gwenny? It's complicated. It's, electrical things. Hang on. Alright, today I am tasked with giving you a rant, a proper rant. So I said yesterday. Again, not really in the mood for it, but I did just start drinking beer, so let's just see how the night goes, shall we? Hey, there's the supply closet key card. Fucking sweet. Let's get in here. Bad guys? Alright, no bad guys. So I wanted to talk to you about medication. It's a controversial subject in mental health discussions. Ooh, a note. If you find this, the escape pods didn't work, and we believe it was intentional. Those black shapes are everywhere, and everyone we know is dead, or something worse. We aren't going to let that happen to us, to our families. We love you. Brant Pester and Jeannie Garbanzov. Oh, I think they offed themselves. Yikes. That's not the very best way to start things off, especially when you're going to be talking about such things as we will be speaking on today. I'm just going to drop these because I don't use them. I don't need tulips. I will eat the cookies. I will eat a pomegranate. Instant powdered drink mix. I will drink of the powdered drink mix. Alright. I think it would be to our advantage to go ahead. What needs repairs? What wants repairs? Oh, that's just the turret on the other side, isn't it? I think it would be to our advantage to go back and find that fabricator. So we are really low on supplies. And there's monsters everywhere. Like that one thermal douchebag. I mean, he did run away from us because we're big, scary. We're big, scary. We're big, scary guys. Let's see what we have in the way of objectives. Alright, we're at 70%. We need to search the theater and the rec center. And we need to find Julien in the Arboretum. So I think maybe going back might be good for us. Oh boy, cystoids. Hooray. Loves the cystoids. Yes, we do. So yeah, I'm going to talk to you about a very controversial subject, which is medication for mental health. I have an opinion on it. It's not a great opinion. It's not a very positive opinion, let's say. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is do some disclaimers. The very first disclaimer I want to do is we are going to be talking about some pretty heavy shit here. Mental health stuff, self-harm. The way the system often neglects vulnerable people and people in trouble. So if this is not the type of thing you enjoy speaking on or listening to, if it bothers you, I totally understand. Please click away. Come back next Tuesday, and we'll be talking about something a little bit lighter. In fact, I plan on it. I'm gonna do a whole breakdown of some pretty fun stuff. Nothing's light these days, I tell ya. It's all darkness and hell. That's not true. That's not true at all. Not everything's awful. I mean, we still have video games, right? The industry is a shit show. Where is Julien? I'm supposed to be tracking this guy. There he is. So, that's the first disclaimer.
Hello. Nice to see you.
If this is not something that you want to hear vulgar jokes about, because my cynical nature disallows me from being anything but a little nasty on this particular subject from time to time. Yeah, please feel free not to watch. Not that anyone's watching at all anyway, but the point is, you know, if this isn't your thing, if it disturbs you, if it triggers you, please, please, please don't feel like you've gotta listen to my shitty takes, okay? Whoa. Hello, big boy.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
So that was a nightmare. I didn't know that was gonna pop up just then. It pops up in random places, it seems. Just decides to show up at some point. How could I possibly know where it is going to be? I cannot know that. Just trying to find this Julien asshole. Julien. Maybe this is a mistake. Oh Lord, this is gonna be bad.
For an appointment?
Tech team damaged.
Alright, so I guess I have to evade or destroy the nightmare. Which I may be able to do. The other disclaimer that I wanted to make before I get started on this rant is that my shitty take is my shitty take, straight from hell, alone. It is not a recommendation. I would never presume
Nice to see you.
to tell another human any advice whatsoever when it comes to dealing with mental health issues.
My mistake.
I've dealt with mine very poorly over the years. I'm not the one. Don't listen to me in terms of advice.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Let's see. Evade or kill the nightmare. Right. No entries found. Morgan's notes. That's us. Please contact Dr. Hans Kelstrup. Oh, we've been to Hans. Hans is super dead. The Typhon responds to an anomaly in their ecology. Something that's like them, but isn't me. Only purpose seems to be to hunt me down. Seems unstoppable. Weakness to psychic. I don't have psychic. Wait, I didn't make myself a cup yet, did I? No. No, I didn't. So, what? I Anyway, immunity to EMP and stun. So basically, yeah, this is gonna suck. But what I'm saying is, please do not take any of what I'm saying as, like, what you should do. I know for a fact that some of y'all out there, um, excuse me, some of y'all out there absolutely rely on medications to survive. And never in a million, billion, quadrillion years would I criticize that.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
My criticism is purely to do with medications themselves, their effects on my body, and how I feel about that. What it's like being, for me, to be a lab rat, because essentially, when dealing with mental health issues that require medication, I'm just gonna try chilling here, and anytime he tries to come through, I'm gonna shoot him. Maybe he'll run away. Ooh, no, that was bad. Didn't want to do that. Shit. No more bullets. Okay. Thoughts. Ideas. Q-beam. Oh, he's more than half dead. Come on back, sucker. Come on. 4, 3, a 2, a 1, a 0.
Good evening, Talos. Dr. Hadley Dalton will deliver a supplemental seminar on neural connectomes in the lobby training center later this week. Sounds exciting. Space is limited, so reserve your seat by emailing Dr. Dalton.
Gosh, you sound excited, lady. We evaded it, guys. Check us right the fuck out. And we over half killed it. We injured it pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Julia. How do I get... Are there stairs? We do have stairs. Okay, good. So yeah, whilst I'm ranting, I just hope that you will take into account. But I'm talking about me, my experiences, the things I have been through. And that if you rely on these medications to live, I am not judging you for that. I'm not judging you for anything. I'm in no position whatsoever to judge anyone. You've got to do and what's some idiot and I'm not you. I don't know it. It's all I can do. I swear. Let's go ahead and make us a med kit then. Alright. Oh no, that goes into the guts. We don't want to go in the guts. We don't want to. Okay, so essentially, when you are um, dealing with a mental health issue that requires medication, sometimes it requires a lot more than just one type of medication. Sometimes you've got to take a bunch, and sometimes they don't always work together nicely. It's just you're basically a big old lab rat, is what happens. And sometimes that's fine, you know? You just get a little, I guess, sick and bloody tired. I get sick and bloody tired of being a lab rat. It's frustrating. And sometimes it feels extremely demeaning. Oh, I see what that is. Okay. Huh. That's cute. I'm just not sure how to get up there. I feel like there must be a way. There's always a way. And honestly, you marvelous folks out there, um, who are dealing with that every single day. Oh, interesting. How do I get to you, Julien? How do I get to you? Oh, I might have to go up there. No, I feel like I don't have to get up. Well, maybe I do. Yeah, I probably do. Probably gotta go up there and then... 'cause I don't see another way. All right. Well, let's go back to the crew quarters then and finish up back there because I feel like maybe dealing with that stupid nightmare was a waste of resources. But I mean, I do have more shotgun shells now, I guess. This is dumb. I wish I could have killed that thing. If you're dealing with these issues, maybe you can commiserate with me. Maybe you feel the same way. But goodness knows, I wouldn't want anyone um, pulling the stupid bullshit that I have because it's dangerous and it's stupid. But I am going to bitch and moan and whine and complain because back in the day when I first started getting on medication, I was misdiagnosed. Now that's pretty normal. I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder and general anxiety disorder. Years and years and years and years later, that would turn out to be bipolar 2 with psychotic features. Now, what that means is that I have very high highs, very low lows, and ever so occasionally, I hear things that are not there. I don't have It's a weird plant. I don't have, what do you call it? I don't often have visual hallucinations. I haven't had. Haven't had one of those in a great deal of time, number of years. Um, just some weird stuff out of peripheral vision, but I don't consider those to be hallucinations, just sort of optical tricks, more like um, yeah, more like optical tricks. And I'm thinking that's actually pretty normal. Like, even people who are not sick in the head have those sorts of things happening to them from time to time. Look, David, I don't want you to get hurt, okay? Just don't see me. Just don't see me. Ah!
Vital signs critical.
Oh, I'm sorry, David. So sorry, dude. Oh, man. Okay. Well. How did I evade a nightmare but not a poltergeist? I tell ya. So sometimes I hear stuff that's not there. People in the walls whispering, banging away. It sucks. But there are medications for that. Um, the first doctor really didn't take that into account. Probably because I didn't talk much about it. It wasn't back then. It was difficult.
I'm in control. I'm in control.
Today it's a bit easier, particularly because I've been properly diagnosed. Finally. But back then, I just, I didn't like to talk about it. So the doctor, and it was a GP as well. I was there because I was not even a little bit well. Not even.
There is no more food here except you. If you are still a hold of your brain, good. Others here are not. Shoot first before they get close. They're puppets. Bombs. Their master is close. Kill beast, or puppets, or both. But do it before they kill you. When no more puppets, maybe we talk.
All right, homie. Secure the cafeteria. The idiots, I think they see me. I think they know where I am. I think they're coming for me. I don't want to kill these people. They are innocent people. They didn't do anything. To warrant a death sentence. I'll go back upstairs. Maybe get that thermal guy. Pretty sure he's still up here. Causing trouble. That's what I thought.
Scan complete. Psionic opportunity available.
Beautiful. So, the doctor put me on Lexapro. Um, and about 2 or 3 weeks after that, I started to feel better. Really, sincerely better. Uh, I wasn't wanting to die all the time. Um, I wasn't breaking down and crying for no reason anymore. I was able to get up and live my life. in a way that I hadn't been able to before for quite some time. It was wonderful. And after about, I mean, it's weird because to finally, for once, know what that feels like to almost have a normal brain. But the problem was that about 3 months went by, and oh, that's the birthday thing. So about 3 months went by, and I started gaining alarming amounts of weight. Within that 3 months, I blew up 60 pounds. Now, whatever your weight may be, it's not the issue. Blowing up 60 pounds in 3 months is unhealthy for everybody. Nobody needs that. 60 pounds, 3 months. Didn't change anything about what I was eating or drinking. Didn't change anything. Except for taking that Lexapro. My face started twitching. And I blew up 60 pounds. Sorry, David.
If I find you, we're both dead.
Kinda like it up here. Is there anything up here I can actually use to help me? Ah, no. Not at all. And the worst of it was that it didn't work anymore. I was heavily overweight very quickly, leaving, by the way, permanent stretch marks on my body. I know you're going to say, Gwen, stop being so shallow. They're just stretch marks. I know. But you blow up 60 pounds in 3 months. That's what's going to happen to your body. Suddenly, anyone can tell by looking at you that you gained and eventually, lost an alarming amount of weight in an alarming amount of time. Now, it took me about a year. I had to restrict my diet. Which, I mean, is something that I even do now. I don't drink sugary sodas anymore. But I had to exercise. I mean, all of the healthy stuff that you would normally want to do, of course. Um, except that because the Lexapro wasn't working anymore, I had no uh, reason whatsoever, no motivation at all to even try exercising. It was a battle. It was a year-long battle, and I still wanted to die. Uh, because the medicine stopped working. Now, I didn't know too much about any of it, honestly. How would I know this stuff, you know? What I didn't know that there were medication-resistant forms of my disorder, which was at the time diagnosed incorrectly. It was not. The correct disorder. But even if it had been, the Lexapro stopped working. Did not work. Went right back. To where I was before. The difference was pretty basically the difference was sorry, David.
Vital signs critical.
Well, I tried not to I tried to glue him. That didn't really work. Fish sticks. 'Cause I'm a motherfucking gay fish. So, yeah, I'm just this depressed, bloated ass, wanting to jump off a bridge motherfucker, taking this expensive medication for nothing. So I quit. That was a stupid idea. Don't up and fucking quit your Lexapro just because you're a petulant asshole, okay? Listen to me on that. Don't do the things I do. I'm a petulant asshole. It was bad. It was bad. You'll want to talk with your doctor about weaning yourself off of whatever medication that you're on that's not working. Please, friend. Don't make the stupid mistakes I'm always making. We're here in this rec center. Sorry I killed that guy, but there just doesn't appear to be any way around it, you know what I mean? Like, there does not seem to be any way around killing that guy. That is really unfortunate. Mimic? Oh, there you are. Little dick. Yes. You thought I didn't know that chair was you, huh? Huh? That's what you get. That is what you get. Oh, hey. Okay. Ooh, Fatal Fortress Game Master's Tome 6th edition. Let's do it. Excerpt from the 6th edition Fatal Fortress Rulebook. Greetings, Game Master. Fatal Fortress is a world deprived of sunlight. As Game Master, you will guide a troop of stalwart adventurers through glittering caves crawling with rat men into battles against horrors that have slept for centuries and deep into the secret heart of the Fatal Fortress itself. Unlike other games, Fatal Fortress has no set character classes, instead encouraging players to play their own way by mixing and matching abilities as they are faced with new challenges. This game also features a dramatic magic system where players create their own spells by drawing and combining runes. That's pretty cool, actually. Each player will need a character record sheet, a miniature to represent their character on the combat map, a full set of polyhedral dice, and a thirst for danger. Well, I have a thirst for danger, at least. The Ogre's Keep. Remember, blind ogres can call for help with gongs. Try to distract Flagdasterus from using white gem against Necro. +1 lock bonus to whoever figures out Drip's riddle. There's a little sheet. Oh, that's fun. Oh, they were eating pizza. They were having candy. Hordenbaffle Flagdasterus. Oh, that is fun. Alright, I'm thinking. Is it this? So yeah, don't be stupid. Like me. And please speak with your doctor before you quit, any of the drugs that they've put you on. Because that'll be pretty bad. That'll be pretty nasty. I had a bad time. And do believe me when I say, very likely you will too. Hey, here's a transcribe.
All right. Elias has...
Stab fellow
has vanished into the darkness beyond the tower door. The only sign of him is his blood trail. But as you watch, the flagstones seem to drink in the blood, the cracks glistening red.
Oh, Jesus Christ on a stick, Abigail.
Don't be such a baby. We either head through the door...
Well, forget that. It just ate our warrior.
Unless you can handle the entire pack of rat men, oh spellless wonder, we don't have much choice. Elias? Sorry, Stabfellow?
Captain Stabfellow! Can I answer?
Hell no! You hear nothing from the darkness. It has swallowed Stabfellow completely.
Oh no.
All right, let me light a torch.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Station-wide OS upgrade. Had to hold Bellamy's hand through the whole process. Abby, do you have my character sheet?
You made it. Yes, right here.
Aww. God damn. They're awfully cute. I'm sorry all these people are dead. It makes me sad. There's Captain Stabfellow. Rosalind Swift. Alright. Let's go, maybe to Abigail's cabin. Honestly, don't know how we managed to survive that. But we did, so... rock and roll. Years later, I was finally properly diagnosed. By 3 different professionals, mind you. 3 of them, all coming to very similar conclusions. About what my symptoms added up to. And when you have bipolar disorder, lots of different disorders, really. I will say that again. Many a time.
Requesting new operator.
What happens is everybody's body and
Transtar
mind
period 490
are
medical
different.
class operator.
Diagnosing bruising, abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening. Try to relax. There.
And
All
from the
better.
jump,
You can fill out a service questionnaire at the front.
not everybody, I mean, not every medication is going to work for everybody. And frankly, the doctor, they don't know what's going to work for you. They haven't the faintest. From the top. So they're going to give you a cocktail. You know what I mean? They're going to give you various things in various combinations. Until they figure out what's going to stick for you, what's going to work. Oh, that's Jorgen's room. I don't want Jorgen's room. I want Abigail's room. So, here she is. Abigail's a fun chick. She has pinball, but I can't play pinball? Why can't I play the pinball? I want to play the pinball. Okay. So they're not going to know exactly what's going to work for you, so they're going to give you a cocktail. They're going to give you antipsychotics. They're going to give you antidepressants. They're going to give you anti-manics. And they're going to give those to you in various combinations. the nurse practitioner at the county outpatient facility hopefully this will have the password. The yellow tulip, blur. Am I supposed to... Oh, maybe I can hack it. The hacking skill allows you to bypass security system, protecting keypads, workstations, and security stations at higher skill level. You can hack into robotic systems to hack. Use L to quickly navigate the bit stream to reach the target. Once inside the target, press the prompted button to complete the hack. Okay, that's a weird little hack-a-lack. So, okay, let me explain this before I start reading the email. So they're going to give you a bunch of different stuff in different combinations. You're basically a lab rat. And even when something works for a while, maybe it doesn't work after that, and then you've got to adjust things or change things up. Oh yeah, before that, after the Lexapro, I was on Wellbutrin, and that was a nightmare! Have you ever been inside, like in an auditorium, like one of the outdoor ones, and you're on the stage, and there's this dome above the stage, and everything echoes? Yeah, that was like that, only inside my head. There was like heavy ringing in my ears, everything echoed, my thoughts echoed. I could not concentrate on anything on Wellbutrin. And plus, you know, I still wanted to jump off the Granada Bridge. So, yeah. Actually, that particular reaction was so quick and so severe that my doctor actually told me to stop taking that immediately. Not to wean myself off it, because it happened within like a few days. These weird ass side effects started happening with Wellbutrin. So that wasn't good for me. But then finally I was diagnosed with the bipolar, properly diagnosed. Hooray! Making sense of everything. And so they put me on Latuda, which is an antidepressant specifically for bipolar depression. And okay, so if you do not eat enough food, not just eating some food, but enough food, the correct amount of food, you will projectile vomit all over the fucking place on Latuda. It also diminishes your appetite. Now, they gave me Latuda because a lot of antidepressants will give you weight problems. It will blow up your weight extremely unhealthily quickly. And Latuda doesn't really have that problem. And I think, personally, it's because of, first of all, the appetite suppressant properties in the drug, as well as the fact that if you don't eat enough, you will throw up everything that you did eat. When you are on this medication, you will. Oh my God, I was Reagan in The Exorcist, just violently vomiting all over the place, all the freaking time. Because I would be full and think, okay, that should be enough food. Let me take my pill. No, it was never quite enough food, was it? So constantly throwing up. Um, there is a I cannot remember the word for it, and I couldn't find the clinical word for it. Um, but I mean, you could call it restlessness if you wanted to. Um, you could call it mania if you wanted to. What I call it is, holy shit, I can't stop walking around. I'm trying to watch Game of Thrones and I cannot stop walking around. Now, I would take my mania medication for this. I would try to relax, but I couldn't. I couldn't. I had to stand up. I had to walk. I had to pace. It was a compulsion. I was compelled, as if it wasn't even my own, like, as if I was some kind of puppet and I had to just pace. I could not relax. And I would take, there are different kinds of mania medications that I've taken as well, which we can get into. I found one that actually works, so that's good. But I would take one and it would not work on the walking around thing. It was nuts. I try to describe it and it doesn't sound as bad as it is. Um, but yeah. So there was one anti-maniac drug that I took called Topamax, was it? Was it Topamax? I think it was Topamax. The links to, like, some of these drugs I put in the description so that you can get an idea of some of the things that they're used for. But a lot of these anti-mania drugs are also used to treat epilepsy. They're used to treat nerve pain. Um, did I put up the link for gabapentin? Because the gabapentin is actually the one that I use now. I still take that drug. Um, I do not take the Latuda anymore, but I do still take the gabapentin. That's actually used for nerve pain. So if you have like diabetic nerve pain, fibromyalgia, often people are taking gabapentin for, and it's also an anti-maniac drug. Now that was off book. It's a lot of these drugs are off book, but they work quite well. The Topamax, boy, they tried everything with that Topamax to get it to not make me feel like a bus hit me in the morning. I had such a bad medication hangover when I would wake up every day on that Topamax. My head would just be blaring, you know. Um, it was as if a a train had just come barreling down and squished my head. Some days I could not move out of bed because of just the headache and the fuzziness, and like my body was just, it felt beaten, you know? And it was just from that drug, like nothing else. As soon as that drug was taken away, that was no longer a problem. And then they switched me to the gabapentin. Now that is literally the only drug for my mental health that I will take today. I quit. I quit everything but the GABA. And I'll tell you that for me, and I tried to explain this to the nurse practitioner. Now, a nurse practitioner, if you don't know, they're a nurse who can prescribe medications, and that's a pretty cool thing, you know. um, I tried to explain this to my nurse practitioner as best I could. And she kept telling me, I'm really proud of you for sticking through this. I know it can be hard, but you keep coming back and we're going to keep adjusting. But she wouldn't change the depression medication. It was always like tweaking the dosage. She wouldn't change the Latuda. And I would tell her about these side effects and how like debilitating they were, you know. And the fact of the matter was, it wasn't that I felt better. I didn't. I felt worse. But I just, it wasn't that I necessarily didn't think about horrible things and stuff. It's just I was too busy dealing with all the other problems um, to even think about self-harm. I was too busy dealing with the side effects. It wasn't as if it stopped me from wanting to die. It wasn't as if it made me feel any better, mentally. It wasn't as if it stopped some of the behaviors, some of the self-destructive behaviors. There's no pill, but as hard as you try, there's no pill that's going to necessarily cure these things or curb these things, but there's no happy pill. But there are medications that people feel better. They can live their normal lives. They can go to work, go to school, take care of their family, have fun, feel joy, uh, feel anything, you know? They're not just walking around in the gray all the time. There's color. There's darkness and light. There's gradation. They're not just walking around in the gray. And I knew at the time that there had to be some way that I could feel that. I could get the color back. I could get the taste back. Like, when you're in a deep depression, food tastes like ash in your mouth. It could be your favorite thing. It could be like a spicy taco with like chicken and jalapenos and cumin. And just deliciousness. Your favorite thing, and what it tastes like is you just ate an ashtray. And it's not just because I smoke, because I can taste stuff. Damn it. I'm a good taster. But in a depression, no, you can't. You can't. You can't taste anything. It's all just cardboard, So, despite my nurse practitioner's praise, after a year, I quit. I quit going to therapy. I quit taking any kind of medication except for the gabapentin because she wouldn't even consider a different medicine. Like, she was stuck on the Latuda. And I think that is a great big problem with a lot of these medications. Like, people will decide this is the medication for you. We're just gonna tweak the dosages. We're gonna tweak the formula a little bit, And we're gonna keep doing that instead of trying something new, trying something different. They get stuck on one medicine, And I think that's probably a human thing. I don't think that my nurse practitioner or any of my doctors were bad people. I know they meant well, uh, but it failed. It failed horribly for me. Every single time. Every single time I try to get medicated for my bipolar depression, it fails spectacularly. And sometimes I end up in the hospital anyway. Now, I didn't end up in the hospital this time, but I did up and quit everything. And again, and that is not something that I recommend to you. Don't do that. Please, 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 please don't up and quit your medication. Wean off of it with the help of your doctor. Don't be like me. Don't be a petulant idiot. Okay? Okay, let's read this. Fatal Fortress Game Master's Tome 6th Edition! Excerpt from the 6th edition Fatal Fortress Rulebook. Greetings. Oh wait, we've already read that. Okay, good. Fine. Fine. The Starbender Cycle. Book 3, Spatial Delivery. Trevor Pulsar slammed the Talon's engine into overdrive, praying to Zlor? Praying to Zlor he'd make the gap in the asteroid field before the Mordrax raiders caught up to him. He was on urgent business for Empress Tourmaline, and rotting in a Mordrax kill prison wouldn't do. JT-88, Trevor barked. Patch me through to the nearest Royal Fleet outpost. Moments later, a scrambled hypersignal could be heard in the cockpit, resolving from static to discordant tones and finally a voice. Trevor, is that you? This is Outpost Lambda. Where in Zlor's name have you been? Trevor replied, cool as a cucumber. Saving all of your asses. I found the Starbender Prism, and I'm coming in hot. Alright, let's check these emails. Ooh, what's the utility, though? What's the utility? Hidden treasure. Oh, I don't have that yet. Files? I think I already have that, but we'll just go ahead. Conversation Archive 0524. The melodrama is real.
Danielle? Had a meeting with the great Alex Yu today. He gave me one of his bullshit I'm sorries with no resolution. Between him and Morgan, it's like a tradition. The Yu family's sorry.
Was it as
Sorry.
insincere as a Danielle show apology?
No.
Danielle, I'm not saying working with them is easy, but
Did you just compare me to him? To that arrogant sack of shit?
Danielle, this has to stop.
You're right. Get out. We're done.
Danielle!
I said get out.
Damn, girl. Alright, where are you? From Danielle to Abigail.
That should be enough to synthesize Danielle's voice. Enough to spoof the lock on deep storage anyway.
Sweet.
Also, I've been monitoring noetic field signatures around the station when I can. With humans, the signal barely registers. The Typhon make a strong ripple by comparison. But with the coral, my instrument readings are erratic. I'm not sure what it means. The sooner we get your arming key, the better.
Okay, so I don't think this is a drill. Did you feel the vibration? Felt like a blast in the lower decks. Are you okay? From Danielle to Abigail. I've heard some people were hurt. Please be there. From Danielle to Abigail, please. Come find me. From Danielle to Abigail. I tried calling Emma at the fitness center. Something seriously wrong there. Get out of crew and I'll come find you. Read treasure hunt. You're such a nerd. Each of you should have a map fragment by now. I managed to hand them to some of you in person. Others might have noticed a new file on your workstations after the last session. Work together and figure out the clues. Once you have, return to my quarters and you will be given your prize. Okay, I see. That, treasure hunt thing. Let's see. Oh, maybe it's in data. think we had another treasure map. Yeah. L1, B2. Alright, I need to find these maps. And you know, we're gonna do that on Tuesday. Really want into Calvino's room, that's for sure. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching tonight. I'm sorry that didn't feel as much of a rant as I wanted it to be. Perhaps I should have started drinking earlier. We're learning. Every day we learn. I appreciate your company, you know, in these weird ass times. In these weird ass times, it just feels pretty important, you know, to have something good.
Scan complete. New sound amplitude available. Warning, suit integrity.
Crap, I don't have enough bullets. That really sucks. I'm gonna die. And the weapon's offline.
Vital signs.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. Alright then. Hey, if you liked hanging out with me tonight, please consider subscribing. I broadcast every Tuesday through Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. And, yeah, that's about it. Okay, alright. Well, thanks again for joining me, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye! Bye, 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 bye.